do I eat this? Okay, let's go, let's go. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you guys. I'm in Australia, in Melbourne, and in this video we're gonna try Hungry Jack's. It's Australia's version of Burger King. Are you ready? At the end of this video, I'm gonna give a score out of 10. Bacon and egg Turkish wrap. But before we get into that, let's start with this. It's absolutely freezing here in Melbourne today. 1 degree. Bloody ridiculous. Hold on. This is like hot chocolate on top. Look at this. Tell me that's hot chocolate on the top. And it's not even filled up the whole way. Oh my gosh. 10 points deducted. Hungry Jack's. But let's have a taste. It all comes down to the taste. Does it taste good? Is the barista good at her job? Let's see. Let's find out. Oh geez, that's sugary as. So far, I'm not impressed with Hungry Jack's. Let's see if their hash brown is done correctly. Okay, not too oily. Let's have a go. Let's go. Nice and golden on the outside, inside nice and fluffy. The potatoes are nice. This is a decent hash brown. Out of all the hash browns I've ever had, this is probably the best. Nice, not too salty, not too oily, nice crunch on it, pretty good. So I'm sitting down eating my Burger King Hungry Jack's. Look right over here. People playing tennis, getting fit. And then I'm over here gaining weight. But it is what it is. Okay, let's get into this big mama. Bacon and egg Turkish bread. Or wrap, sorry, wrap. Ooh, look at this. It's like they had the ingredients all shoved into this wrap. Got a hot press, pressed it together, and that's it. Let's crack it open. Let's see what's inside, if I can. You've got another hash brown in here, all squished together. Is this a patty? That's a patty, eh? It's a beef patty, egg and bacon. Literally squashed together and pressed. Let's just go in on this cold Melbourne morning. 1 degree, far out. Now I couldn't eat this inside the store because they had copyright music playing. So that's why I'm sitting outside. Let's go. There's just lots of things happening in this. There's like a patty, bacon, egg, hash brown. There's too many things happening. It's like my senses are overwhelmed. The bacon makes it more greasier. This wrap is just dry, so when it's in your mouth it's hard to chew, hard to swallow. And then you've got the random patty, the beef patty. That is so random. The patty itself, that's dry. So you've got all these ingredients inside. It's just, my taste buds don't know how to react. Let's go again. I want the CEO of Hungry Jack's to reach out and tell me what was their intention of making this. Just a whole a bunch of ingredients that don't mesh well, chuck them in the fry pan, get a wrap around it, and serve it to customers. I need the CEO to comment on this video, because what the heck is going on? Alright guys, my final thoughts on the breakfast, Hungry Jack's or Burger King. I'm gonna be switching around Burger King and Hungry Jack's. You know, it's not known as Hungry Jack's. Come on now, Burger King. Burger King, I go to any country in the world, it's Burger King, so Burger King. So first of all, the hash brown was the best part. It had golden crispy texture on the outside, but inside it was nice and fluffy. Now that coffee, on the other hand, it was probably the worst that I've ever had in my life. you had this much missing off the top. They had hot chocolate sprinkled on the top of it. I asked for a flat white, not a mochaccino, so they get points deducted for that. Now, the Turkish wrap with sausage, egg, bacon, barbecue sauce, that was the most random meal, or menu item rather, that I've ever had. Absolutely disgusting. Far out. Come on, Hungry Jack's / Burger King. By the way, that entire meal cost $13.60. $13.60, you tell me if that's worth it. Alright guys, main course, lunchtime. Let's see what we have. All the chips have spilled out of the bag. Look at this, paper straw. Damn, that's pretty thick too. Damn. We got the burger here, but before I reveal it, let's start with the fries. Nice and crispy on the outside. Inside, nice. They've tried to go the KFC route where they've got chicken salt on the fries. What can I say? They're just normal fries. Crispy, crunchy. They're not the best fries, not the worst. What can I say, man? They're just fries, you know? Also, I got a water too. I'm not drinking no fizzy, no soda. Straight water. I'm not getting diabetes at my young and healthy age. You know what I mean? Okay, now let's go to the main event, the Whopper. A 100% Aussie beef flame grilled. Look at this, guys, massive. Good old Whopper. So this entire meal, small fries, the Whopper, and a small drink costs $12.80, I believe. Let's see if it's worth it. Let's deconstruct this first of all. Look at this. That's the bun. Lots of lettuce, a generous amount of lettuce. You've got tomatoes in there. That's a patty. How do I eat this? Okay, let's go. Let's go. This is absolutely messy. Look at that. Look at the mayonnaise falling up the side. Massive patty. The buns can't contain everything. Lettuce falling out, you know. Because the patty is greasy, it's soaked into the bun, which causes the bun to get all soggy. Gosh, this is just a mountain of mess now. This patty is so rubbery. The lettuce tastes all slimy, like it's old, expired. All the grease is soaked into the patty. Nah, not the best. Alright guys, that was Hungry Jack's. Now that breakfast, it cost us $13.60. A nice hash brown, but was let down by the coffee, the disgusting coffee, and that random breakfast wrap. Alright, now for lunch, we got the Whopper, small Whopper combo. Of course I got water. We had the small fries, which were average at best. They try to mimic the KFC with the chicken salt. The size of the fries, they've expanded a bit. They were average. The Whopper, just a sloppy, greasy mess. So in total, and that was $12.20 for a total of, what's that, 12, hold on, I gotta get the calculator. 13.60. The total was $25.80, which brings our total score, factoring that in to the total score, out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. And that's been generous. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.